The holidays are over. It's that fresh New Year thing. Whether or not you set New Year's goals, there's just a motivation that comes with the new year. And I've been thinking about how I want to go through each and every room of my house, and I want it to serve us. I want only the things in there that we're going to use in that room. I want it to be clean. I want it to be fresh. And then I want to be like, you know, where they go, you're starting with an A in this class and you just got to keep your A. That's kind of where I want to be with the rooms. And going through the holidays, my kitchen definitely has worked the hardest for me. Second probably only to the bathroom. No. Second only to the kitchen would be the bathroom. And I really, although I've got like a million things in my head to do, I really want to get to the kitchen because I can't remember the last time I cleaned my oven, which I kind of think is a problem. I do have an oven liner down and I want to replace the oven liner, but I really want to get a good list going on what I want to do in the kitchen. And first on the list is going to be cleaning the oven. So I'm starting my little list. And by the way, how cute is this? This came from Pam from the UK. Thank you so much, Pam. This is going to be where my lists go. I noticed today I was writing down ideas for my videos, which are basically things I need to do in the house, and I want you to come with me so I'll actually do them. And I noticed that it has tear off, so I love that. So this is where my lists are going to be. Anyway, I digress. In the kitchen, I definitely want to clean my oven. I want to wipe down cabinets, wipe inside and out, and my drawers, and any containers. These are things I was starting on before the holidays. I never got finished. The pantry. Oh, my freezer. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see the freezer. What a mess, because when we had no power, things melted. And then my husband turned the freezer on and brought stuff up for me without wiping it down first. Oh my goodness, it's disgusting. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't shut the freezer off without shutting off the fridge. So I think I'm just going to have to use hot water to get that stuff that like melted and then froze again. Ugh. And then the window, I want to really get it washed again, inside and out. Since we haven't really had a lot of freezing snow, although it's going to be super cold this week, I think I can still do it. The lights, the fan. Honestly, I feel like I need a new fan over the stove. I don't know. It just gets so grimy. Of course, floors, island. And then I need to do a declutter. You know, that's just to get myself going here. I'm not saying I'm definitely not doing all of this in this video. But the good thing is I can be working through this list and checking it off as I go. And the next time I have time, I can just keep on going. So, you know, the kitchen has served us well and it's time to get it clean. This is my new talk to you station because my husband oftentimes is on calls and he's been working out in the dining room lately instead of in the bedroom. I think he was feeling a little claustrophobic. Anyway, I'm going to be using Easy Off, not because I think it's the best. It says fume free. I already know from using it before. I smell it. So fume free, I don't know. Maybe that means the type of fume that you smell, but I smell it. So it says to spray it in a cold oven, which is why I got it. I don't want to turn on the self-cleaning mode. I don't know, it's so hot. I just have never felt like in my previous ovens that was really effective. I also have SOS pads. That's what my mom used to use. So it says to spray, spray top of oven first by pointing arrow button to dot, then spray side and bottom of oven. Spray cold oven surfaces from a distance of 9 to 12 inches, which honestly my top, because I have a double oven, the top one, it definitely isn't more than 12 inches deep or up and down, whatever that's called, height. Making sure that soiled surfaces are well covered. Close the door. Wait 1 hour, 15 minutes, which I love. 1 hour and 15 minutes, not an hour, not an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, for the foam to penetrate oven soils. Do not turn oven or self-cleaning cycle on. For tougher stains, allow foam to remain overnight. So for my tougher stains, I'm going to try my SOS pad. Do not turn oven or self-cleaning cycle on. Wipe clean. Use a wet sponge, cloth, or paper towels. You know how I love my paper towels. Rinsing frequently with warm, is it potable water? So I had to look up what the heck does that mean. And it is water that has been treated and tested as safe for human consumption, otherwise known as drinking water. So if your town doesn't have water you can drink straight out of the tap, I feel like they're saying don't use it, which I find very strange. Deep cleaning spray in cold oven. Oh yeah, I read that. Okay, I thought that was something separate. Daily, so you could use this for daily spot cleaning. Hold can upright, pointed away from the face. Yeah, that's important. Liberally spray spots from a distance 9 to 12 inches. Allowed to stand for 30 seconds to a minute. Wipe clean with a wet sponge, cloth, or paper towel. So that's like for spot cleaning, which I never even thought about doing. So yeah, let's go spray an oven. Oh, one more thing. While I'm waiting for my oven to clean itself, yeah, I am going to make myself a simmer pot because we got pears for Christmas and everybody ate all but like 2 of the pears and they're kind of gone by now. And I also have some clementines. So I thought about putting the pears and the clementines with clove and cinnamon in a simmer pot. So I'm going to do that too after I spray the oven. All right, I'm going to take out the oven liner, the wrap. This thing has done its time. All right, spraying the top first. Ugh, that fume free. It's not fume free. Gross. Timer to 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm also going to spray this and put it back in the oven. It also said I didn't need to wear gloves, although I will, but I'm not worried about it right now. Oh my. Look at that. Yuck. Now I'm using cleaner to get off the cleaner. That makes sense. It sure smells better. I'm so glad I started doing these simmer pots. I had these pears that had gone by. I knew no one was going to eat them. Even if I did something where I cooked with them, I just knew they weren't going to get used. And then I also had clementines. We're really into clementines, but these few had escaped our notice and they were out and not refrigerated. So I decided to use those as well. So pretty. I got my little crock pot on Amazon. You definitely want to price compare if you get a small one because these lunch ones are kind of trending and they're a little bit expensive. I think I'm going to do half today and half tomorrow. I always forget how small that little crock pot is. I took my pears out of the crock pot again because I wanted to show you that little shot. I just thought it was so pretty and so satisfying to see them all sliced up on my board. Simmer pots are also a great way to use spices that are either expired or expiring because really when a spice expires, it's just less potent. So I'm putting these in the refrigerator for tomorrow and I was just adding the cinnamon and clove there.
we don't use clove a whole lot.
What I do is I start it on high, and then when it gets boiling, I go all the way down to keep warm.
I went to throw away the peels and also my old oven liner, and I noticed, of course, that the trash needed to be emptied for the day. I do not compost because I tried that once, and all it did was draw critters that I did not want to deal with near the house. I think I would need more land if I were to compost.
Ooh, look at the bottom of the oven liner. It's all like grainy. Yeah, that one's done. When I empty trash, I always like to check my bathroom trash. That one looks fine. I pay per bag, so I always want to make sure that the bag is full. And if I put a little bathroom bag out there, people are asleep, then they'll still charge me per that bag. This one always needs to be emptied.
Whenever I empty the trash can, I just set it to the side near the door, and my husband is always very gracious to go put that outside for me.
My bed is made this morning, but I did not get the dishwasher started last night, so while I'm waiting for my hour and 15 minutes to be up, I am going to empty the dishwasher. Ooh, there's good lighting. There's some good lighting. And while I am doing that, I'm going to give you a little bit of different camera angle, and I'm going to put on a cool song, because I feel like I can't film my dishwasher again. But it's real life, right? Dishwashers having to be emptied every single day. I'm waiting for that oven to clean itself so that I can just wipe it down. And I am going to go out later today and get that oven liner, and I will show you where I get it and how much it costs. I know it's like $9.99 on Amazon, but I need to look and see, was that one liner or two? I don't want to wait. So if they don't have it at my grocery store, I'll probably run out to Walmart today. Also, did you notice I only sprayed one of my ovens? I sprayed the top oven. I'm really afraid I'm going to get burned out and not want to do the bottom as well today. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and do that top oven, and then I'll see how I feel. If I feel up to it, I'll do it. If I don't feel up to it, it will go on tomorrow's list. And I'm fine with that. Do what you can. You'll get more done than burning yourself out, and then the next day you're just like, ugh, I can't face it. You know, an hour or so. I know with Fly Lady, it's like 15 minutes of choosing a chore. Well, I know I can't get that oven clean in 15 minutes, but getting to do one really good project a day, I think that's a good thing, especially since I got to run out to Walmart and get oven liners. So hopefully I remember I need 2 oven liners, not 1. We've got about 30 minutes left to wait, and so I'm getting my laundry started, and then I'm going to take a break, have a little snack. It's about 9:30, and I'm going to answer comments on my channel, and then I can get it all wiped down. And then what I think I'm going to do, which is what I would not normally do. Normally I would go on to like the next thing and then try to make a plan for when I would go and get the oven liner. But I'm really just feeling like You got to start what you're doing and finish it no matter what. And so for that reason, it's important to me to go out today and get the oven liner. Maybe I'll change my mind again throughout the year, but I'm really feeling like, Karen, start something and finish it and then move on. Whereas I can get 50 things going at once and then nothing's actually done. And I kind of feel that lack of the completion all the time. You know what I mean? Oh, I hate that. Doesn't it look like a beautiful day out there? But I think it's actually freezing cold. Let me look. No. Weather. Oh yes, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. But the high today will be 36. It's at least going to be sunny. It'll look pretty. 39 on Thursday. But let's see. Low tonight. Oh, 23. Not too bad. Tomorrow's low is 19. We might get snow on Sunday. We'll see. That's a little far out for them to actually know things. So I'm having my Optavia drizzled chocolate fudge crisp. My goal this year, I would love to lose another 20 pounds, which isn't a ton considering in the last year or so, I lost 100 pounds. Definitely 20 should be doable, but the closer you get to your optimal weight, the slower it comes off. Anyway, taking a break, have water, drink your water. It really does help, especially with chronic pain. And I'm going to visit with you guys because I have a video going up, so I hate it when my comments, I haven't gotten to read all the comments from the previous video, and I really want to get caught up on comments and stay caught up. New year, old me, trying to be 1% better.
Oh, my little helper. Yep, he wants to see what's going on, and he would like to work on some comments too, wouldn't you? Leo. He always vibrates his tail to say hello, and he'd like to see out the window. Thank you. No, you can't be on my laptop, because then you'll send messages I don't want you to send. Come on.
This is the work from home life. He's like, ooh, beautiful day. No, I'm not opening the window. That's what he wants. But 27 degrees, I don't think so. My timer just went off from the oven cleaner, so now we can wipe it all down. That mess of blankets I still need to deal with.
I'm getting gloves out from under the sink, and I noticed that this was the last pair. We always get those vinyl gloves, and you can usually get them a box of 100. And I ordered some from Amazon today, but I also wanted to pick some up at Walmart. And later when you see my little Walmart haul, you'll definitely notice no gloves. I completely forgot. I got this bowl. I'm going to fill it with warm water and get out one of my microfiber cloths. That way I can just be rinsing the cloth as I go, of course. And I got my simmer pot going. You can definitely smell it. Turned out to be a great decision because then I don't have to worry about smelling the oven. I am smelling the simmer pot, which is really why I like to clean a cold oven, is I don't want to smell the cleaner. And when you heat the oven up, then you smell the cleaner. And even though this is fume free, that is definitely not the same as scented free. You know, it's not unscented. It is fume free. And I honestly not even sure what that means. But the Easy Off really didn't do a ton. It loosened everything up. But the SOS did a really great job. So I'm hitting it with the SOS right now. And I don't tend to keep those in the house, but I have been trying to lately because I do find that once you use an SOS pad, you got to throw it away because if you let it sit, it will rust. So if you know of a way to keep a wet SOS from rusting, I would love to know what it is. Because that is the issue. My mother used to always use it for stubborn stains when she was washing dishes, but that was always an issue, is that little thing would be rusting while it was sitting there. So if you notice, like my goals were small today, and this is what I'm trying to do, is I always want to just keep pecking away at things. And rather than show you this whole house clean with me, I'd really rather show you the reality of how much I can get done on a typical day in my own life. I have a health coaching call, so I got the door of the oven done, and it's not perfect by any stretch, but it's as good as it's going to get today. I feel like if I kept going with the SOS and just was like, I'm going to stay there till every dot is off, I feel like it's possible I could get it done. I've tried the Dawn Power Wash before, and it was not effective, and I guess the Easy Off is working to an extent. Honestly, the SOS is working a little bit better, but maybe the Easy Off loosened it for the SOS. Not sure, but so 10:30, I have a call, so I'll get back at it at 11, and then I can run to Walmart after lunch. Hopefully, that's how it'll work out. Meanwhile, I have lost my office chair officially to this loaf. There's my other loaf. Hello, see? Right. That does make sense.
But that's money anyway, right? Because that would be one of the first. Go back to your.
As I said, I have a health coach business. I am a health coach for Optavia, which is the program that I've used to lose just over 100 pounds. And I do love helping other people as well. And then you can hear my husband in the background. He's on a business call as well. That is definitely our life. That's why I switched to voiceover a lot of times, is because I can't speak out loud because you're going to hear the things that he is saying in the background, which isn't allowed where he works. So anyway, I'm kind of multitasking. I have my AirPods in and I can just wipe things down while I chit chat. A lot of times I'm listening to a video, so I definitely have those chatty YouTubers that I have subscribed to because then I can just kind of listen to them as I go about my work. In fact, I was sharing that with Michelle, my everyday wife life, while I was sick over Christmas. She was really putting up a lot of videos at that time, and I wasn't able to comment because I would either be resting or doing something while I was just listening to her. And it was actually very soothing to me. It's kind of like having a friend visit, but you really don't have to make conversation because they're doing all the talking. And I do find that so relaxing. Like, remember in the old days, would you have the TV on in the background? Or maybe you still do. And I do, but it usually is on a YouTube channel, or I might be listening to music. So I loved getting the camera inside the oven so you could get this shot. And it's so funny because when I do the top of the oven, which I'm doing right now, and I realize I didn't do a great job because honestly, I didn't see what I was doing. I just was kind of wiping, and I probably need to go after this with an SOS pad at some point. But the only way I could see it is when I come back and I edit because I wasn't getting myself on the floor to see the top of that oven. So as I'm going, I'm using the SOS pad, and then I'm using my microfiber cloth with warm water to just wipe it down as a way of rinsing. But I will say that night when we made dinner, we did smell the Easy Off. It wasn't too bad, and it did dissipate very quickly, but I did try to get it rinsed really well. Now I'm just using glass cleaner on that glass front, and I do have some drips that are in between the doors, if that makes sense, because it's kind of like a double door, and they do somehow always drips get in there. So mayhaps sometime I will have my husband take that apart for me. I definitely noticed the Easy Off did a great job on the rack. I was really pleased with the rack. So I'm giving that a quick wipe, and that is all it's going to need. This is going to feel so good to me when I get it all done, because even though I haven't done it for a very long time, it's not because I didn't want it done. I definitely wanted it done. And, there's just those chores that honestly, it's more work to dread it than it is to do it. And it just feels so good. I've been dreading it for like a year, and now I'm finally doing it. When I bought this oven, I was like, oh, I'm going to be like cleaning it once a week, and I'm never going to let dirt build up. And boy, famous last words. If you're the type that doesn't like cleaning an oven, that doesn't necessarily change when you get a new oven, or so I found out. But I do love this oven so much. Having a double oven is such a game changer when I want to be doing multiple things, but I can never remember how to put the rack in. Isn't that funny? Look at me. I've said before I'm not mechanical, and when I say I'm not mechanical, it is to an extreme level, to the point that I struggle to put the rack back in the oven. And look, there it is in its glory, as clean as I can get it for now. And now off to Walmart. There's these that come in a pack of 2 for $3.72, the tin ones, which probably wouldn't last as long. I don't know, maybe they would. Or there's these, which is what I had before, which is a 1-pack for $9.99, which is what I'm going to get, because it's what I had before. And I did have them down for a couple of years. Okay, the store was super slow, which was wonderful. Like, what I mean by slow is it was pretty empty in there. So after the hustle and bustle of Christmas, oh my goodness. So I showed you the liners in there. So I did get the 2 liners, 2 boxes. I can't show you. I got a couple little Valentine things, but you'll see that in my Valentine video. Got Skinny Pop. And my family is really into sourdough bread. This actually feels kind of soft. It's not very crusty. Do you do sourdough? Do you make your own? And then for my daughter Rachel, she loves the Jovial gluten-free pasta. So they had spaghetti and lasagna noodles, which I don't think we have spaghetti and lasagna noodles at our grocery store. So I grabbed those, and then I got 3 bags of Brussels sprouts to have at supper time tonight. So that is my big old Walmart haul. Now I'm going to head home, put in my oven liner. So glad I didn't spray down the second oven. Although I might do it tonight, because they said it said on the can when I was reading it that if you had like really bad stains or dirt is to spray it and leave it overnight. So I think I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to spray it before I go to bed and leave it, and then tomorrow not only will it give me accountability, but hopefully it'll be so much easier to clean. So we'll test that out and see if that makes it any easier, if it makes the easier off. All right, I'm going to head home. It felt good. It felt good just wander around a store a little bit and relax. Oh, wait, that's not all I got. I also got all-purpose cleaner. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. This is why I buy my Mrs. Meyer's online. It's because, and I was short. I need to go back and do a Grove collaborative order. But this, I did the lavender scent. They had lavender and lemon is it verbena or verbena? When I say verbena, I think verbena bandana. Are you part of the 80s Saturday Night Live? My name is Rosanna Dana. Was that what she said? I can't remember. But anyways, I got lavender because between the two, I'd really rather have lavender than lemon. But I love that orange clove. So I'm going to have to go on Grove and make a Grove order because I am so low on all-purpose cleaners. Progress was made, and I feel good, and I hope you have a project where you're working alongside of me or you're getting motivated to do a project. It just feels so good to have that done, and I'm so glad I stuck with the top of the oven. If you got some value, some motivation, or even some relaxation from watching me do my work, I hope that you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already, so that YouTube will let you know when I upload new videos, or you can go to your subscriber page when you want to see what I have uploaded. And who knows, I could end up putting up another video tomorrow. I want to do the bottom of the oven. I also need to tidy up my bedroom, put blankets in such a way from when we had company. I still haven't done that. Check in on the basement. So remember, as always, that I love you and God loves you too. And I can't wait to see you next time.